Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Myself Roshni Gandhi, Assistant Professor of Laddad College of Pharmacy, Elgaon. Today we are discussing that is Unit 3 of HAP 2, that is Anatomy and Physiology of Respiratory System. What respiratory system? It is the system of our body which regulate the exchange of gases between lungs and environment. As we know, the cells of our body requires energy to do the various metabolic activities of our body, and uh, from where this energy comes from, this energy comes from various chemical reactions happening in our body, and these chemical reactions required oxygen to carry out the reactions. So the respiratory system provides the oxygen to these chemical reactions, and the excretory waste product of this reaction is carbon dioxide, which is expelled out of the body through this system. See here, what is respiratory system? It is the biological system which consists of specific organs. This system is made up of organs, and which involves the exchange of gases in humans. Uh, Here there is a list of organs involved in respiratory system. First one is nose and nasal cavity, second is pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, then bronchial tree. It involves two bronchi. They are divided into bronchioles, and these bronchioles are attached to alveoli where exchange of gases takes place. Then two lungs. These lungs are situated in pleura cavity. Then lung is situated on and supported on diaphragm. This diaphragm involves the intercostal muscles which helps in breathing. See here, this is the diagram of respiratory system. Start from nose and nasal cavity, then pharynx. Pharynx, this is the throat region. Then larynx. This pharynx is divided into three parts, that is naso, oro, and laryngopharynx. Below the pharynx there is a larynx. Larynx is called as a voice box. This larynx contains one opening called as a epiglottis, which separates the digestive and respiratory system. During swallowing, this epiglottis closes itself so that the food particles does not enter into the respiratory system. Then below the larynx there is a windpipe, that is trachea. This trachea, that is 12 to 14 centimeter windpipe. Then this trachea is subdivided into two bronchi. Within a right lung, this one bronchi is divided, and in left lung one bronchi is divided. In right lung, this one bronchi is divided into three bronchioles, and in left lung this one bronchi is divided into two bronchioles. These bronchi are attached to these bronchioles are attached to alveoli by alveolar duct, and about 150 millions of alveoli are present in one lung, and these alveoli are togetherly called as alveolar sac. Okay, then these are the lungs. These lungs are situated, or uh, lungs involves lungs are placed within a pleura cavity. This cavity supports the lungs from friction, and it provides the support to the lungs. Then this lungs is situated on diaphragm. This diaphragm, it is the base of lung. This diaphragm involves intercostal muscles, and these muscles causes the contraction and relaxation of lungs. See, the lungs is also supported by artery or vein for oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. one by one we are discussing the organs of respiratory system. So first organ is nose and nasal cavity. What is the two parts or two cavities of nose are separated by septum. This nose consists of hyaline cartilage and the roof of nose is formed by ethmoid bone. Then see here in diagram, this nose contain four types of bone. One is nasal bone, then frontal bone, then sphenoid bone, and uh, that is sphenoid bone. Okay, and these bones contain cartilaginous fluid, that is it is supported by hyaline cartilage, and there are conchae present in nose. These conchae are the curvatures which provides the more surface area for air traveling. Then what are the functions of nose? The first function of nose is it provides the entry of air. Then second is warming, filtering and cleaning of air. As we know, the nose contains immense vascular network of blood capillaries and they helps in warming of this air. Then filtering. This nose contains mucociliary exhalator, that is it contains mucus producing cells called as globulate cells which produces mucus, and ciliated, that is it contains cilia, hairs like structure on the inner trap of nose. This hair, the function of hairs is they prevent the larger particles from dust and bacteria settles on them. And the mucus, it is a sticky substance, it adhere the bacteria and dust particles over it, so that the filtering and cleaning of air takes place. Then humidification. As the air travels over the moist mucosa, it gets humidified. And the last function of nose is sense of smell. The olfactory receptor and olfactory nerve present in nose carry a one specific function, that is smelling. These are the four functions of nose. Then second organ is pharynx. Pharynx is a part of throat. It is a 12 to 14 centimeter passageway for common passageway for air and food. Through this air and food passes simultaneously. See here, these are the three parts of pharynx. Behind nose, that is nasopharynx, behind oral cavity, that is oropharynx, and behind larynx, that is laryngopharynx. What are the function of this pharynx? It is the common passageway for air. Air is entered from nasopharynx and food is entered from oropharynx. So it is common passageway for air and food. Then warming, humidification of air. Then this pharynx contain olfactory nerve ending, so it plays important role in taste. Then hearing, auditory tube expanded to ear helps in hearing. Then protection. Thus pharynx contain various antibodies. As we know, antibodies are the army of our body. When any foreign particle or any irritant particle enter in our body, these antibodies activate and they kill this irritant or expel out of irritant from body. So these antibodies, pharynx contain antibodies that is called as a tonsils producing antibodies. So during irritant they expel or they fight against it, so it involves role in protection. Then speech. The voice coming from larynx is resonated by pharynx, so play important role in speech phenomenon. Then next organ is larynx. Larynx, it is called as a voice box. It links the laryngopharynx and trachea. This larynx, it is the voice box of our body. Through this voice comes, and there is a little difference between the male and female larynx. The male after puberty, it grows larger in the male as compared to females. This larynx involves two important parts. One is vocal cord. From there voice comes. It is shortly it is called as a speaker of our body. And then glottis, that is epiglottis. Then it is also surrounded by various fluids for lubrication, for support, for flexibility. As it contains cartilage, this cartilage provides flexibility to our neck. Okay, that is thyroid, arytenoid, cricoid and corniculate cartilage are present in larynx. What are the functions of this pharynx? First function is production of sound, and this sound has three properties. One is pitch, second volume and resonance. Then second important function in speech, as it is a voice box, the voice comes from here. Protection of lower respiratory tract during swallowing. This is important function कि larynx contain epiglottis. This epiglottis is closed during swallowing so that the food particle is restricted in respiratory tract. Then passageway for air. Then again same function, warming, humidification, cleaning and filtering the air. Protection of lower respiratory tract. Then next organ is trachea. Trachea, it is a 12 to 14 centimeter hollow tube. This tube is, as it is a tube like, so it is also called as a windpipe. This trachea contain cilia inside it. This cilia causes the entry of air, and air is passes through the cilia. It also contains cartilage, blood supply and nervous supply. What are the functions of this trachea? First function is support and patency. Patency means the air which comes from larynx, it directly flows through trachea without any obstacle. This phenomenon is called as patency. So directly from trachea it enters in lungs without any obstacle. So this is patency. Then mucociliary escalator. It contains mucus and cilia which prevent the dust irritant particle, which expel the irritant particle. Then cough reflexes. As this trachea involves nerve ending, these are sensitive to irritant. When any irritant enters in trachea, this nerve endings passes the signals to brain, and brain create a response that expel the irritant from body through respiratory center. Okay, that is vagus nerve is attached, and this nerve passes the signal that expel the irritant from body, so that the body create a quick response in the form of cough reflexes, and through this cough the irritant is expelled out of the body. The next function is warming, humidification and filtering. This is the common function. Then next part is bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli. This forms the bronchial tree because it looks like a tree, so it is named as bronchial tree. The right bronchi involves 3 bronchioles, and left bronchi involves 2 bronchioles. See here, through this trachea, trachea is bifurcated into 2 bronchi, and 2 bronchi are subdivided into 3 bronchi in right lung and 2 bronchi in left lung. This bronchi At the bottom, see here, this is the brown colored structure. At bottom, this structure is of alveoli, where exchange of gases takes place. Exchange of which gases? That is carbon dioxide and oxygen. Okay. Alveoli, it is attached to these bronchioles by alveolar duct, and alveoli, large amount of alveoli unite to form a alveolar sac. This bronchial tree, it also involves cartilage. Okay. Then firstly I said that there are about 150 million alveoli in adult lung are present. Okay. See, this is the strung structure of these bronchioles and alveoli. See here, these are the alveolar pores. Okay. Then alveolar duct, through this alveoli are connected, and much amount of alveoli which are united, and this together structure is called as a alveolar sac. These alveoli are supported by blood capillaries or blood network. Here, see here, that is artery and veins. Okay. From this exchange of gases from blood to lungs and lungs to blood takes place. Okay. What are these functions of bronchial tree? That is external respiration. The gas comes from through air. Air contain the air contain gases. So this gas through lungs, it enters in blood. This process is called as a external respiration. Okay. Then defense against microbes. As this lung or a bronchial tree contain various that is lymphocytes, then phagocytes, which produces antibodies, so that if any foreign particle enter within the lung, they kill it to prevent from harm. Then exchange of gases, this is important function. Then pleura and pleural cavity. What is pleural cavity? The lungs is situated or supported by one fluid. This fluid is called as a pleura. Okay, there are two layers of pleura, that is visceral pleura and parietal pleura. Visceral pleura, it is the first layer attached to lungs, that is it is nearer layer attached to lung, and parietal pleura, it is the far layer attached from lung. Okay, means parietal pleura, it is outer layer, and visceral pleura, it is inner layer. What is the function of this pleura? That is the two layers of pleura are separated by serous fluid, which is allows them to glide over it. The pleura has one function, that is it prevent the friction of lungs during breathing. Then it supports the lung or from any mechanical shock. Okay. See here, these are the parietal cavity and fluid. Then lungs, right lung and left lung. The difference between both the lung is that the right lung is slightly higher weight from left lung, about 450 kg right lung and 400 kg left lung. Okay, right lung has three lobes, upper, middle and lower, and three bronchi. Okay, they are bifurcated in each lobe. Left lobe contain two lobes, upper lobe and lower lobe. Then remember that I said bronchi in left lung are two, so they are divided into that two lobes. Okay. What is the function of that lung? That is control the entry of air, warming and humidification of air, support, then removal of any particular matter by cough reflexes. Okay, these are the these are the parts of respiratory system or organs of respiratory system. Another organ is diaphragm. Okay, over that lung is situated. Just a minute, I will show the diaphragm. This working of diaphragm is that, or function of diaphragm is that it causes the contraction and relaxation of lungs. Okay, through the intercostal muscles. This diaphragm, it is supported by phrenic nerve which is attached to brain. These phrenic nerves provide the signaling for contraction and relaxation of diaphragm. Just a minute, guys, I will show. Okay, in first diagram I think I show you, but still we can discuss where it is. Here we are. This is diaphragm. Okay, where lung is situated. Okay, so thank you. If you like the video, then like it and comment over it for upcoming new videos. Thank you once again. Bye.